and we'll have a big problem. It's like one aircraft crash, you will have a very, very big problem. Aircraft industry works just like us, or maybe even harder. Now, let's see in India, what was our scenario. Before 1990, there were very few computer-based systems in plants. They were incorporated only in non-critical functions. A lot of development was exploratory. Okay, let's see, how do we do it? Let's do it, only then we know how to do it and we will be able to improve upon it. There were no regulatory review requirements. AERB was not bothered. Okay, you guys are doing something, it's okay. Nice fellows. And dependability of the systems was assured by the designer. They had to go through the whole thing and say, yes, I think it will work. And so, it was done. But then only 1 or 2 reactors had this kind of systems, and so it was all right. Between 1990 and 2000, we started putting CDSs. I will use the term CDSs if you don't mind, computer-based systems, in critical functions. The moment we went into critical area, AERB said, I need to review it. And so they instituted the reviews. Again, nobody knew the methodology. The designers did not have a consistent methodology. The reviewers didn't have a consistent methodology. So it was very, very ad hoc. So what we did, we went and asked AERB, listen, you write a guide. How we should develop, how we will review. So development of AERB guide was done. In 2000 we announced it. Then after 2000, things immediately changed. We also started building several projects. Like, right now we are running 5 projects and more projects will be on. We are expected something like 8 projects, 8 sites under construction at the same time. So we will need to worry about that. Now these several projects being executed, extensive computerization. Today a plant typically carries 30 to 35 computers based systems in different kind of functions. So that's a lot. We are having very old systems which are relay based and whatnot, and we are replacing them by computer based systems in older plants also. So AERB licensing now says that we will expect you to conduct IVNB. Designers' assurances are no good anymore. So the answer is very simple. NPCL must have IVNB process, which we did not have till now, or till some time back. So then management said, all right, we must change. So we set our change objectives, that you establish IVNB as an organizational process. It is integrated with other processes like engineering, design, procurement, manufacturing, operations. It should be completely integrated into that. Second thing is, manpower used for IVNB activity should be minimum. Why? It's considered an overhead. IVNB people don't build anything. CDS designers are building something, manufacturers are building something, you guys build nothing. You only produce paper. So it should be minimum. But there is a second reason, and the second reason is IVNB is a highly expertise-oriented activity. If you are not a good designer, you can't be a good reviewer. It's not like filmmakers. Bad filmmakers go and become critics. You have to be a good fellow here. So, you can't remain good if you are always only reviewing. Another part. So, you need to have people who are practicing people, and they should be doing reviews. So, IVNB must always keep fresh people coming in, reviewing, going back, learning, doing their systems better now based on this review experience, and it shall go on. On the other hand, you must have a core group also which will control it, because that IVNB process should be running. For that you need some people. So ultimately, IVNB process should ensure dependable system, safe operation and maintenance. Even after it goes to the plant, we have to make sure it is being operated and maintained safely. And the third thing is, whatever we do, it should be making the system eligible for clearance by AERB. We should certify AERB also. So these were the change objectives. When we started this work, our organizational status was like this. Designs were being done by one group. There were in-house developments by several agencies like VRC, NPC, and so on and so forth. We have very experienced engineers, people with 30 years experience, 40 years experience. A lot of these people are from IITs and they have had training abroad, they have worked so many places. With the result, they are extremely good engineers. We also have a cultural issue, that is, in atomic energy, most of us work in a very independent way, and we get a lot of leeway from the organization, a lot of freedom. So these are our defining characteristics. We are not like, pardon me, not like a private industry where I say, you shall do like this and that's the way I shall do, else I'm out of job. Mine is a government job, you can't keep me out, sorry, bad luck. So you can get me to work with enthusiasm only when you let me have some perceived freedom at least, if not actual one. So the game is, the people should keep thinking they are free, whereas in reality, they are going along a channel. You got to channelize them. It was very clear, any thought of IVME will involve conflicts. Very, very simple. So now what's the game? We got to do this. There are no options. So anyway, we had the question of convincing all the stakeholders. So we had this ARB draft guide, and which involved IVME reports as regulatory submission documents. So ARB gave a notice. When we were doing our Tarapur 3 and 4 project, they simply gave a notice that, very good. So we have got this guide and you guys have read it and you have also participated in making. Notice came, clearance will require IVME reports. Now that's tough. You don't argue with ARB, right? It became very simple to tell people that, look buddy, your system may be anything, but if there is no IVME report, whatever that may be, you shall not get clearance. Convincing was okay. Now, what we now also realized is that organization must change. We managed to convince people that we need to have a change. This IVME report you can't make, so we need to get somebody in it. And so we will implement this IVME process. You must find and create champions. You should prepare a graded implementation plan. Drastic changes are difficult. You should measure improvements or performance at each stage of change and then decide your further course of action, how hard you should go, or should you become soft, or you should train. Course corrections are necessary. And very last important thing is moderate the reactions. When you go in for changes, you will find reactions which are extremely violent at times. And you need certain maturity in dealing with these reactions. You need to contain them, you need to dampen them, and you need to eliminate them by addressing the root cause. Many times change is resisted not because of the fact that it's the change, it's because a person or certain power shift or whatever you need. So you need maybe some other mechanism, executive measures to take care of that particular aspect. Lastly, I'll just say one thing to you, Charles Darwin. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. I thank you for your attention.
I would like to request Vice President for Finance, Kalyan Raman, to come forward to hand over the token of appreciation to Mr. Rajiv Bhargav.